All right, hello everyone, and welcome to a Monday, 9th of January. Let's take a look at the daily technical analysis today for what's going on in the market. Let's start with the dollar franc. As you know from the news we had last week on Friday, we were anticipating a market pullback in order to go long. So what we needed to do basically was for it to hit a bottom in order for us to buy again. And this is actually how the market reacted, so that's good for us. Now, what we need to do is make a follow-up on the news and take a look at what's going to come out this week. Now, what's going to come out this week is basically until Friday. We don't have much coming out. However, until Friday also, I think we'll have a lot of opportunities to be trading. Now this, let's see, this pullback here. It's a nice little bounce to go back up, and I think we've got room to go back up again this week. So all we're going to do is basically on the pullbacks try to see where we can buy the dollar franc. And what looks like a nice idea, as I'm doing some technical analysis, you can see it's going to be a nice level. If it pulls back to these levels, 1.0142, something like that, that'd be good. Probably another 30 points or so. If it does pull back, it's good to go long again. And what you might want to do also is just draw this here. Okay, and that little meeting point might also be interesting for us to buy. Now, if the market doesn't come back, okay, then we'll look for a breakout, and that breakout level is actually here. So if the market goes beyond this level, then what you have is a breakout situation. What we'll have is a breakout situation that will lead all the way up here. Alright, so what you guys need to do is just be mindful, buy on the support or buy on the breakout of a resistance pullback to go long. That's the dollar franc. So let's take a look at the euro dollar. It's going to probably be opposite to that. Oh, there we go. We had some signs up here. Let's get rid of these. Let's make it a clean chart today. Now with the euro dollar, let's do this. We still have a downtrend, and on Friday, if you watched our video on Facebook, you would have noted that I was going to short it on the resistance, and the market popped its head up to a resistance level and just went down again. So that's good for us. Now what we have is a market that's looking like this. Actually, let's put a channel up there because I think that's what's going to happen. So the market might push its way up a little bit more, and then we'll have this level, and possibly we'll have this level there. So there's your channel there. Okay, slightly handmade, but I think that gets the point across. So we might see the euro dollar kind of coming down lower and then picking up again. Since the trend is down, that's going to be our direction, and we're just going to follow that through. That's the euro dollar. In fact, we'll just bear with me a moment there. Okay, that's the dollar CAD. Now with the dollar Canadian, we did mention that wherever it bounces up on Friday will be a good buy level, and that on Friday was a nice buy level around here. It might still pop down to this trend line here, but I don't think so. Okay, because that's pretty much there. So slightly higher is the limit where we're going to start buying, if not even from here. We can now get rid of this. Actually, we can put this up here. That'd be good. We can get rid of that line, and now we might even draw this line here, bring this to a 4-hour chart. There we go. On the pullbacks, we're good to buy. Where is a good level to go long? Because that's what we want to do. Is not a bad spot right here, actually. Good level to go long. A second option is if you don't like buying when the price is coming down, because that's normal. What we have is a lot of traders who don't like to buy when the market's coming down, is to go long. Alright, so this is your resistance level here. If the market goes beyond that, it's also good to go long. So this nice downfall might have a good pullback. Okay, there you go. And those are the levels that we might go up towards. So we're expecting a strengthening dollar as Trump moves into office this month and as Yellen talks on Friday. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Same kind of move here, nice up move. Now what we're looking to do is actually see if we want to start going short, because the market is, there we go, in a downwards trend. And what we want to do is short this right around here. That's a nice resistance level here. So if you want to carry on with the trend, all you have to do is basically start shorting on the resistance levels here. Okay, so that's what we need to do to follow the market. Let's make this a 4-hour chart. And there we go. So that's the resistance line there. So Aussie dollar is good to be shorting around here, I reckon, in order to follow that trend. Alternatively, what you can do is also do your breakout, which is going to be right there, actually. Okay, so if the line breaks down, it's good to be shorted once again, in my opinion. Since the market trend is moving down, that's what we want to do. But also remember, this is a double bottom. Okay, so this double bottom area is going to be a little tricky. However, what we want to see is we want to only go long if it breaks above here. So if the market breaks above there, then we're happy to start this new trend movement upwards, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, let's take a look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen we already talked about, I think. Just we're waiting for a pullback in order to go long again. I think this long trend will still be holding, continuing to go forward, and a nice area to pop back down to is this level here, or this lower level at 38.2 on the Fibonacci level. So if it does pull back, will be good to be going long again. All right, let's take a look at gold. There we go. Now gold has moved up, as you know, from the previous weeks, but what we want to do is, as it raises its head up, we want to go short with it. This is a new channel. This is a nice strong channel actually, so we might see gold up again around these levels before they short it, and that wouldn't be a surprise around there, or even just around there. You can see those resistance levels there. So we might see gold up there, and if it gets up there, that's the area that you really want to be shorting at. Okay, so that's going to be the area that you want to be shorting in order to take it down again. Until there, do you want to buy it? It's a question mark. Okay, I'd be buying if it broke above this resistance level here. Okay, this is like a pennant, as you can see. So we have a triangle here, nice little move. Up move, pull back, go long to these levels towards the upper side of that channel, I think is a good idea. Let's take a look at Brent. Now here, as you can see, we're in a bit of a sideways market on the Brent. It's not a surprise, but let's see what we can do. Now if you're an oil trader, then what you have to do is, let's see, let's draw a channel up here, and that's the way. So in between that range, I think it's going to be a bit tricky. So what we want to do is either wait for the market to come up to these levels in order to go short, or come down to these levels in order to go long. But in between, I'm just a bit weary about how to trade it. There you go. There's your support and resistance in between. So if you're really keen on trading the Brent, then above that level is good to buy to reach there. Below that level is good to come down here. You can take targets, partial profits along the lines over there, which are around there, as you can see. That's support area. And let's take a look at the Dow and the DAX finally. This is what we have here. As you can see, this is the Dow. Oops, there we go. 4-hour chart. and looks like this is the resistance area here, and the market I think is going to start thinking about shorting it and seeing how we go. We might just do one last push this January in order to kind of head up to a higher high, and then from that higher high start falling back. So you'll have to watch that. Trading these higher levels is not a bad idea, but what you got to do is you got to keep your perspective and just make sure that you kind of confirm the breakdown of supports in order to go short, because that's how you really confirm that there's going to be a U-turn happening in the market. Let's take a look at the DAX. Now with the DAX, as you know, we came to our targets and the market is now turning on the DAX. So kind of still a bit of a choppy area because the market is sideways here, but as you can see, this nice big fall here on the 4 hour is already a sign that this resistance area is working. So we'll probably see the DAX coming down to around 11,400 maybe this week, and the first stop it'll have is going to be if it breaks the 11,525 region. As you can see, this makes it a little bigger. It'll probably have a little break again. It'll want to test this 11,480 region, and if it breaks down there you got target all the way down to 11,400. Okay, so that's the kind of expectation we have for the DAX. Only if it breaks these support levels can we really expect the market to go down a little lower. As you can see, beyond that there's nothing to really talk about. Now I hope that helps. Just a little reminder, be careful for Friday when Yellen talks. Also on Thursday there's some data that's going to be released from the European Central Bank, and on top of that I think there's going to be some FOMC minutes coming out from the US. So be mindful about the news. Hope that helps. Have a great day trading.